All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Barakatah How by Shem Al Shai, by Shem Harakar Dash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and I want to say Shalom, our requirement to the hopeful elect. All right. It's your brother Karat Desire, man, back with another lesson, man. All right. And in this lesson, man, I'm going to go over the harsh treatment of slaves, man. All right. And what it is that Esau Edom has done, okay, unto the Lord's people, man. All right. Let me pull this up too. Give me a second. All right, then I'm gonna start off with this first scripture right here. All right. All right, this is Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. All right. They prepare slaughter for you Edomites, man, for the children of you Edomite fathers, man, that have been before, that have done these things unto the Lord's people that I'm about to read, man. All right, let's look at that word slaughter, man. All right, it's ma tebek. It's like if I'm saying it wrong.
Strong's H4293. Macbayach.
All right, slaughtering place, slaughter. All right. Hey, the slaughtering place for you Edomites is mainly going to be here in America, man. All right, and wherever else the Lord has destined you to be slaughtered. All right. But we're gonna look up slaughter. All right, we'll just go just Google it right quick. Or I'll just look it up this way. All right, it says slaughter. It's a verb. All right, it's an action. All right, kill people or animals in a cruel or violent way, typically in large numbers. All right, innocent civilians are being slaughtered. That's an example. All right. That's what slaughter means. All right, to kill in a cruel or violent way. All right, and that's what's gonna happen to you Edomites, man. All right, through the spirit and power. How about Shem Al Shai? All right. Now let's look into what it is that the Lord has led me to read. All right. So this article, all right, that I got in a encyclopedia on a hard drive that somebody has given me. All right. It talks about this is in that hard drive. It says on the top, it says an encyclopedia of slavery. All right, in the United States. All right, it says excessive punishment of slaves. All right, this is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man, because y'all were slaves until these Edomites, man. All right, and this is all in the sense of things that has happened here in Virginia, man. All right, Mr. Poe is a native of Richmond, Virginia, and was formerly a slaveholder. All right, this is a testimony of Mr. Poe. All right. And subsequently in Lynchburg, Virginia, a few years since, he emancipated his slaves and removed to Hamilton County, Ohio. All right, let's look at this word emancipated. Free from legal, social, or political restrictions. All right, nobody's free, man. All right, nobody's ever been free. All right, you under the hands of the devil, man. All right, you'll never be free. All right. So you was only free from physical labor then, man. But now you are, I'm gonna say, contracted to political restrictions, all right, social restrictions, and legal restrictions, man. All right. If you were free, you would be able to do the things that you wanted to do, man. But here, that's not true, man. In this world, it's not true. All right. Continuing on in the article, near Cincinnati, where he is a highly respected ruling elder in the Presbyterian Church. All right, we know these ain't nothing but a bunch of Edomites worshiping Cesare Borgia. All right. It says, I am pained exceedingly and nothing but my duty to God, to the oppressors, and to the poor downtrodden slaves who go mourning all their days could move me to say a word. All right, there's a scripture for this morning that the Lord's people be doing, man, and I'm going to get it. And the poor and downtrodden as well, all right, is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. Who is the oppressed? That's you guys, man, all right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, all right? Where's it about to go? Deuteronomy 28. All right, let me share my screen so y'all can see the precept. All right, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 67. In the morning thou shalt say, would Yahweh it were evening, and in the evening thou shalt say, would Yahweh it were morning, for the fear of thine heart wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see. Y'all are mourning, man. We are mourning still, man. And in this time of slavery, our people were really mourning, man, because of the things that they saw, the atrocities that was brought upon them, okay? All right? And the wickedness that they seen at the hands of the so-called white man, all right? All right, so we was the poor and oppressed, man. We still are the poor and oppressed, all right? We were mourning, man, all right? We still are mourning. Those people that are not mourning, they're going to be mourning later, man, because they're living it up now, all right? All right, continuing on, could move me to say a word. I will state to you a few cases of abuse of the slaves, but time would fail if I had the language to tell how many and great are the afflictions of slaves, even in the mildest form. Oh, I'm sharing this a lot. Ben James Harris, a wealthy tobacconist of Richmond, Virginia, whipped a slave girl 15 years old to death. All right. Whipped a girl to death, man. 15 years old, man. All right. While he was whipping her, his wife heated a smoothing iron. All right. Let's look at what a smoothing iron. All right. Look, man. A iron. All right. To iron your clothes. Put it on her body in various places and burned her severely. Okay. Hey, Esau, you're going to pay for this, man. The Lord hasn't forgot this. All right. Whoever this Benjamin James Harris is and his Edomite wife, they're going to pay for it, man. And whatever this dude, Mr. William Poe, whatever he did, all right, he's going to pay for it too, man. All right. I'm going to get that too at the end of this lesson, man. The verdict of the coroner's inquest was died of excessive whipping. He was tried in Richmond and acquitted. I attended the trial some years after. The same Harris whipped another slave to death. The man had done no such. The man had not done such. It's like the man had done so much work as was required of him. It's like the man had not done so much work as was required of him. After a number of protracted and violent scourgings with short intervals between, the slave died under the lash. All right, he was beaten to death, man. He was whipped to death, man. All right. Harris was tried and acquitted. Hey, just like the Edomites is being acquitted in this time, all right, they are in their rulership, man. Okay. They are in a state of bliss. All right. They are in a state of what we're gonna receive as the real heaven, man. All right. They are in their heaven, man. So whatever manner of wickedness that they get away with, it's their system, man. All right. There's no real law and order here, man, because they don't abide by the rules of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. Because none but blacks saw it, the same man afterward whipped another slave severely for not doing work to please him. After repeating severe flogging him in quick successions for the same cause, the slave, in despair of pleasing his master, cut off his own hand. Harris soon after became bankrupt, went to New Orleans to recruit his finances, failed, and removed to Kentucky, became a maniac and died. All right. He had the slave cut his dang hand off, man. All right. That's how bad it was, man. All right. Here we go again. Another story. A captain in the United States Navy who married a daughter of a collector of the port of Richmond. All right. Richmond is here in Virginia. These situations happen in Virginia, according to this guy. All right. And resided there, became offended with the Negro boy, took him to the meat house, put him up on the stool, all right, crossed his hands before him, tied a rope to them, threw it over a joist in the building, and drew the boy up so that he could stand on the stool with his toes, and kept him in that position, flogging him severely at intervals until the boy became so exhausted that he reeled off the stool and swung by his hands until he died. All right. The master was tried and acquitted. You see this, man? This is what Esau has done unto you, our people, man, unto you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. And y'all love this damn Edomite, man. If he could do this to you again, I guarantee you he would do it to you again. All right. This is what has happened to you. This is what they're not putting in the history books when they talk about the so-called Negro going into slavery, man. All right. In Gooseland County, Virginia, an overseer tied a slave to a tree, flogged him again and again with great severity, then piled brush around him, set it on fire, and burned him to death. All right, let me give you an example of what a burned body looks like, man. All right. Esau, you got to pay for this, man. Even the things that you did in this book, man. All right, you got to pay for it, Esau. All right. Look at this, man. This is what a burned body looks like. Right here, man. Okay. Esau, you got to pay for this, man. All right. And this is in that book right here. All right. Without Sanctuary, man. All right. Slack if you can't see it. My bad. Without Sanctuary. All right. Esau, you got to pay for this, man. All right. And you're going to pay for this, man. All right. The overseer was tried and imprisoned. The whole transaction may be found on the records of the court. All right. In Gooseland County. All right. They didn't give the guy's name. All right. Or anything. All right. But we're gonna press forward, man. All right. Now let me get a scripture. All right, this is Numbers 14 and 18, man. Yahweh Shema Shai is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression. All right, he's only going to forgive the iniquity and transgression of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians that are of the elect. Okay, all right. And by no means clearing the guilty. All right, so the guilty, all right, you Edomites, you other nations, okay, that have done the things that you have done unto the children of Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children into the third and fourth generation, all right. So you coming back into your lot to finish out your designated life in this time, and you're gonna suffer, man. All right, the women and children, all right, the men, all right, that did these atrocities into the Lord's people, you're gonna pay, man. All right, you are gonna pay. All right, the Lord has not cleared you. He will never clear you, man, until you are destroyed off the face of the earth, man. Because that's when your tab is completed, man. All right, and your destruction is not Esau. All right, like it or not, man, and we don't care because that's what we want. All right, because of this atrocity. Look, I'm reading atrocities that you have done it to the Lord's people, man. And this is only a little bit of it, man. Probably not even this is just maybe this much of it, man. That's not even a lot, man. Okay, compared to what it is that we don't know. All right. And traveling one day from Petersburg to Richmond, Virginia, I heard cries of distress at a distance on the road. I rode up and found two white men, two Edomites, okay, beating a slave. All right, one of them had hold of a rope which was passed under the bottom of a fence. The other end was fastened around the neck of a slave. All right, the other end was fastened around the neck of the slave, who was thrown flat on the ground on his face with his back bare. The other was beating him fiercely with a large hickory. All right. Look, you're gonna pay for this, Esau. All right, you're gonna pay for this. Lord will. I remember these things, okay? All right. When it's my time to have you in my captivity, and these things will happen unto you, man. All right. Or my children will do it to you, or my heathens that's gonna be over you, Esau, Edom, is gonna do it to you, man. All right. Or I may just have you Edomites do it to each other, man. Okay, do these type of horrific things to one another, man, till there's none of y'all left, man. All right. Continuing on, a slaveholder in Henrico County, Virginia, had a slave who used frequently to work for my father. One morning he came into the field with his back completely cut up and mangled from his head to his heels. Okay, from his head to his heels, you fucked this Jake up, man. All right. The man was so stiff and sore he could scarcely walk. He could barely walk, man. All right. This same person got offended with another of his slaves, knocked him down, and struck out one of his eyes with a maul. All right. You took out the eye, man. You took up the man's eye. The eyes of several of his slaves were injured by similar violence. All right. Y'all gonna be losing limbs in the kingdom, man. All right. Y'all gonna be losing limbs, eyes, teeth, tongues, ears, fingers, legs, feet, toes. All right. Anything, man. You're gonna be losing it in the kingdom, man, because of what you did unto the Lord's people, man. All right. In Richmond, Virginia, a company occupied. Let me get some precepts, man. All right. Because ultimately, this is what we did. This is what we deserved from disobeying the ways of the Lord, man. Truth be told, all right. We deserve this, so this is what we got as our punishment. All right. Let me go over here, Deuteronomy 28, and I got some precepts written down up here because this is part of the curses, man. All right, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Yahweh Shema Shai shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. And some of these things that I'm reading, man, is how you destroyed the Lord's people, man. Okay, it's how you have destroyed the Lord's people. All right. Yahweh Shema Shai shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the ends of the earth, as swift as an eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. All right, I was reading article above this. All right. Let me look and see what it said. It was the plight of the Amistad captives, man, and they were speaking on how they could not, they were not able to communicate with those individuals. All right. My point is saying that because the end of this precept, Deuteronomy 28:49, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, they was not able to communicate with either one of them. So they pinned murders on Jake. All right. They threw Jake in jail unlawfully. Okay. All right. Things that Esau has done and he's going to pay for. All right. A nation of fierce countenance which shall not regard the person of old nor show favor unto the young, man. All right. And Esau, Edom, you are not showing favor to the young in anything that you do, man. Even in this time frame now, man. All right. Even in living in America right now, man. All right. Let me get back over here to this snippet out of this encyclopedia. All right. In Richmond, Virginia, a company occupied as a large dwelling house. They got angry with a Negro lad. All right. No respect for the young, man. A lad, that's a young person, man. All right. One of their slaves took him into the cellar, tied his hands with a rope, bored a hole through the floor, and passed the rope up through it. Some of the family drew up the boy while the others whipped. This continued until the boy died. The warehouse was owned by Mr. Whitlock, one on the site of one formerly owned by Mr. Philpott. Edomites, man, they all going to pay, man. All right. The Edomites is all going to pay for this, man. All right. Joseph Chilterin, a resident of Campbell County, Virginia, all right, purchased a quart of tanner's oil for the purpose, as he said, of putting it on one of his Negroes' heads that he had sometime previously pitched and tarred over for running away. All right, they tarred the Jake, man, for running away, man. All right. In the town of Lynchburg, Virginia, there was a Negro man put in prison charged with having pillaged some package of goods which he, as head man of the boat, received at Richmond to be delivered at Lynchburg. The goods belonged to A.B. Nicholas, one of Bedford County, Virginia. He came to Lynchburg and desired the jailer to permit him to whip the Negro to make him confess. All right, they trying to get Jake to fold over, man. All right, as there was no proof against him, Mr. Williams, a pious Methodist man, a great stickler for the law and good order, professedly a great friend to the black man, delivered the Negro into the hands of Nicholas. Nicholas told me that he took the slave, tied his wrists together, then drew his arms back so far below his knees to permit a staff to pass above the arms under the knees. Thereby placing the slave in a situation that he could not move, hand nor foot. He then commenced his bloody work and continued at intervals until 500 blows were inflicted. I received a statement from Nicholas himself, who was, by the way, the son of the land of steady habits. All right, I guess a man wrote a book, but you see how they had Jake in a position to where he couldn't move and he beat him, man? All right, where there are many like him, if we may judge from these writings, sayings, and doings. All right, Esau, you gonna pay, man. All right, we paying our tab, man. We drinking of the cup the Lord has given unto us, man. All right, this is Jeremiah 49:12. For thus saith Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, behold, those whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken. And this was the cup, man. Captivity, slavery, man. This was the wrath of the Lord, man. And I'm going to get that in these curses, man. All right. I already read a little bit of it. And art thou he that shall surely altogether, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. Hey, you're going to go into captivity just like we was in captivity under you, but you're going into captivity under us, man. And we're going to have fleshly hearts with the law, statute, commandments in our inward parts, and we're not going to go off and do any vile and disgusting, wicked things that you have done unto us, okay? All right? Acts of homosexuality, sodomy, taking our wives, raping our children and our women, all right? We're not going to do any of that, man. We're going to break you down spiritually, man, all right? We're going to break you down physically, but we're going to do it within the laws of Yahweh Shem Shai, not in any carnal manner, man. So you're going to drink of that cup, and it's going to be worse, man, all right? All right, this is Revelation 18:6. All right. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. In the cup which she has filled to her double. Everything you're gonna get is gonna be 2 times as worse, Esau, than you did it unto us, man. All right. This is a small. What I read in this little article, man, is minute compared to what you're gonna get in the kingdom, man. All right. Let me get this in Deuteronomy. All right, let me read this. All right, this is an article. I googled that Benjamin James Harris guy, the tobaccoist guy in Virginia, and this is what I got. All right, this is a little article that I read, man. All right, I'm gonna get a few things out of this article. All right, it says slavery was a system. All right, I am amazed how many times a slave owner is described as good to his slaves. All right, they're saying that because they've been whipped into saying that, oh, my slave master is good to me. Look at what he has done for me, blah, blah, blah. All right, this is usually by well-meaning but misguided descendants of slave owners. All right, I cringe when I hear that term. All right, because there's no good slave owner, man. All right. We all know that slave owners differ in their treatment of slaves, and we just read how these Edomites treated the Israelites, man. All right, and they're gonna get double, man. All right. There were a spectrum of treatment as wide as diverse as humans are, and I know that their visceral desire to distance oneself and one's family from such a heinous institution. All right, slavery, man. All right, let me get to here. This is the point. The system of slavery was held in place by violence. That's why Jake was saying, "Oh, my master is a good master." All right, that's why Jake in the same mind state today is saying, "Oh, my master is a good master." That's why they're gonna take the damn chip. All right, that's why they're gonna. Anyway, I'm just going off topic, man. But by violence is how Esau is gonna continue his reign until the Lord cracks some clouds, man. Okay. All right. So the system of slavery was held in place by violence, just as it is today. All right. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians stay in line because of violence, man, because you're scared of the so-called white man. All right. But you need to know that you need to fear Yahweh Shem Shai, not men. All right. Because the fear of the Lord will keep you out of damn shit that you see going on with our people. All right. Ever increasing and sadistic means of force made the system of slavery work. All right, who's sadistic? The so-called white man. All right. All right. Sadistic. All right. It says deriving pleasure from inflicting pain, suffering, and or humiliation of others. All right. That's what sadistic means. All right. That's what these Edomites are. All right. It could not survive without the force of the whip, the gun, the patrollers, the overseer, and the physical and psychological torture mechanism designed to subdue a people. And who was the people subdued by that? By these ways. All right. Esau subdued you so-called Negro Latinos and Native American Indians in this way. All right. Without force, slavery could not exist. All right. The Civil War caused much of the system of violent force to break down as white Southerners went off to war. All right, yeah, that ain't important. But this was important right here, man. Slavery couldn't work without force, all right, of violence, okay? And the force of violence is still being forced on these so-called Negro Latinos and Native American Indians today, man. All right, I seen a couple of things in here that I want to get. My master had a barrel with nails drove in it that he would put you in when he couldn't think of nothing else enough to do to you. He would put you in this barrel and roll you down a hill. Sometimes he rolled the barrel in the river and drowned his slaves. You're gonna pay for that, Esau. All right. I heard a heap of people say that. All right, okay, all right. All right, here goes another one. Oh, Mrs. Galidian. She'd take a needle and stick it through one of the nigger woman's lower lips and pin it to the bosom of her dress, and the woman would go around all day with her head drawn down to her down the way and slobbering. Oh, Miss Dunn and done her that way lots of times. There was knots on her lip where the needle had been stuck. Esau, you gonna pay for this, man. All right. My master had limited the lashes to 500. After whipping them, he would rub salt and pepper on their backs and lay them before fire until blistered, and then a cat would he would and a cat and then take a cat and make him claw the blisters. Esau, you are fucking sadistic, man. All right. All right, here's a good one, man. All right. When I say good, you'll see why. All right. Old master had an overseer that would round up and whip the niggers every morning, and they had done a thing. He went to my father one morning and said, Bob, I'm going to whip you this morning. Daddy said, I ain't done nothing. And he said, I know it. I'm going to whip you to keep you from doing anything. And Daddy was chopping the cotton and just took up his hoe and chopped down owning that man's head and knocked his brains out. That's good, man. All right. Jay fought back, man. All right. It killed him. When the nigger trader came along, they sold my daddy to him. All right. Look, man, Esau, you going to pay, man. All right. You going to pay. Look at this, man. This is part of the damn philosophies and doctrines that's wicked that gets our people fucked up in the mind, man. All right, old Mrs. and young Mrs. told the little slave children that the stork brought the white babies to their mothers, but that the slave children were all hatched from buzzer eggs, and we believed it was true. Look at that, man. Esau, you got a lot to pay for, man. All right, you got a lot to pay for. All right, let me get this last couple scriptures, man, and I'm gonna close out, man. All right, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 65, and among these nations shalt thou find. Let me start at 64. Deuteronomy 28 64. And Yahweh Shema Shai shall scatter thee among all people. All right, this is how you have Israelites that look like other nations because the Lord scattered us. That's another topic for another day. From one end of the earth even to the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods who Salat. You can't even see it. My bad. right, let me start over. This Deuteronomy 28:68. And Yahweh Shem Shah shall scatter thee among all people. All right, the Lord has scattered us, man. And this is how you get Israelites that look like other nations, man. All right, that male had planted a seed in a woman of another nation. All right, but that baby that came out was a male, and he had more features of his mother. He was still an Israelite, and it still goes on all the way down into that last baby. All right, to whomever or wherever that last baby may be. If that baby has if that baby's father was an Israelite, so is that baby, so on and so forth. All right, that's how we have Israelites that look like other nations, from the one end of the earth even to the other, and thou shalt serve other gods which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease. All right, we're not finding ease amongst Esau even today, even though our people fake the funk as if they can get along with Esau. They still ain't finding no ease with this Edomite, man. Neither shalt thou find soul for the rest of thy feet, but Yahweh Shem Shah shall give thee a trembling heart and a falling of eyes and sorrow of mind. That's what we got today, man. All right, that's what happened to our people, and that's what's happening to our people today, man. All right, and thy life shall hang in a doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and thou shalt have no assurance of thy life. We don't got no assurance of our life right now, man. This is why we need Yahweh Shai. This is why we need to be praying for Yahweh Shai to come here quickly, man. All this atrocity that I just read unto y'all, man. Okay, Lord will, I can post this in the description too, man. All right. I'm gonna just post it here, man. All right. Let me see. And Esau, you gonna pay, man. You gonna pay. Let me get this and I'm gonna close out, man. This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 8. For he, Salat, verse 7. Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. All right, now let's look up this word reap. All right. All right. It says receive a reward or benefit as a consequence of one's own or other people's actions. All right. These was your actions, Esau, and the Lord is not going to clear you of being guilty, man. All right. You're going to drink of that cup that we surely drunk of, man. It wasn't our judgment to drink, man, but we drank it, man, at your hands. All right. So with that, I hope this was I hope it strikes the right nerve and somebody's spirit to be upset and to pray for fewer days. All right. I hope it opens up your eyes to see the atrocities that we have went through as the Israelites, okay, and how it relates to the curses. All right. And I hope you learn something new about the state of Virginia. All right. So with that, I want to say Barakateh Hawa, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Harakakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew on Teachable, and I want to say Shalom to the hopeful elect, Kwame Asherala and the Baba Shalom.